today? Today is Wednesday. It is the middle of the week. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we've got Monday, Tuesday, and then there's Wednesday and Thursday, Friday. So it is in the exact middle of the week. And what days do we have on the weekend? Saturday and Sunday. Oh, how fantastic. So today is February 17th. Now I have a question. Instead of doing our rocket countdown, can we count up to 17 to get our rocket to launch? We can? Oh, that would be so amazing. All right, are you ready? Let's get all the way to 17 and launch our rocket. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Blast off into space. Well done, my friends. You counted so well, and we made it all the way to 17, and we got our rocket to launch. Thumbs up, everyone. And hey, while we're talking about rockets, I have Pete the cat here, and it says out of this world, and I just can't resist. Let's read a quick book. And this is by James Dean, and there is nothing else saying there's an illustrator. So I'm pretty sure that James Dean is the author and the illustrator. What's illustrator? Is that the person that does the pictures, does all the drawings? Yes, it is. All right, that's Pete the cat, and that must be his mom. It's a great day. Pete the cat is going to space camp. All right. Pete meets his bunk mate, Glenn. As they unpack, there is an announcement. Welcome, space campers. Please head to the classroom. Your mission begins now. Time to suit up, says Pete. He and Glenn put on their uniforms and they race to class. What are they going to get to do? Oh my goodness, look at this. There are so many cool things to do and super neat stuff to see. Astronaut Tom and Chris talk about their trips that they've taken, and they give a sneak peek at future space trips. Look at that, modules and capsules. Let's see, and there is the sun, and they're not showing it, but there's Mercury and Venus, and then they're showing Earth and Mars. It would be totally rad to go to space, says Pete. Oh my goodness, look at that contraption. The campers find out what it feels like to be an astronaut. They go in a zero gravity chamber, and they ride in rovers. They even build rockets. Pete's rocket flies very, very far. Way to go, Pete, shouts Glenn. That's very encouraging. That's a nice thing for a friend to say. Next stop is Mission Control. We have some exciting news, says Tom. Our next flight leaves today. We're going to the moon, and we have room for more. And that says 10 minutes and 5 seconds left. They're doing their countdown to liftoff, just like we have been doing. Pete, do you want to go? Asked Sally. That would be awesome, says Pete. It's time to buckle up and settle into the space capsule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! speeds through space. They blast past a satellite and even spot a comet. Wow! Tom and Sally have a rockin' surprise for Pete. His guitar. He plays a groovy interstellar song for them. Mission Control listens in. In no time at all, they arrive on the moon. They are ready to explore. The astronaut collects rocks and map out the moon's surface. Pete has a very important job to do. He straps on a jetpack and he heads toward Mars. What? He takes tons of pictures. Oh no, Pete lost track of time and the moon is far, far away. He has to make it back to the ship before it blasts off. Phew, Pete made it back in the nick of time. The astronauts head home and there's time for a few more tunes. Pete sure knows how to make an entrance. Pete's trip to outer space was out of this world. Still, he's psyched to have his feet back on solid ground. Rocket on, Pete. That is pretty fun. So Pete Cat took his rocket out into outer space. Wow. So, something that you guys may have noticed in your distance learning bag is this. You know how we've been talking about the 4 seasons, and we talk about how spring is kind of the beginning, and then it becomes summer, and then fall, and then winter. What season are we in now? You're right, we're in winter right now. And the next season coming up is going to be spring. So this shows winter right here. This is where we are at. And the deciduous trees, the trees that end up turning colors in fall, and then their leaves fall to the ground and you can build them up into big piles and crunch in the leaves. Those are deciduous trees. So in winter, those type of trees don't have any leaves, do they? And there are evergreens, and evergreens keep their leaves all year long. But let's do the deciduous trees like oaks. So we're not going to put any leaves on this tree. But in spring, all of the new leaves come out on the tree. So what color do you think that you'll pick for that one? I am going to use light green, and I'm going to use markers. But if you want to use paint, you can. And I'm going to give little tiny dots because it'll be nice new leaves. I'm going to put little green dots all around there. And I'll do some more later. And then in summer, those leaves have grown. They've gotten bigger and they've gotten darker. So I picked a dark green. This one's a cool smelly marker. And I'm going to draw big green leaves on the tree. Let's see. I wonder what yours is going to look like. There's a few leaves on the tree. How about that for right now? And then in fall, what happens to the leaves? What colors do they turn then? Well, I picked 2 colors. I picked red and orange. But they also turn brown and gold and yellow too, don't they? And then I'll go ahead and I'll fill in this tree with red and gold leaves. So I would love to see, if you do this piece of paper, what your tree looks like. That would be so fun. So, how has the weather been? Where are my binoculars? Let's see. Sneak a peek out your window. What is going on out there? Oops, do I have my binoculars on backwards? My goodness. Oh, wow. What kind of a day do you see out the window? Is it gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day? Yes, it's gonna be a beautiful day. In fact, it is, do you remember during the summer? It was always way up here. And then in the fall, we got down into like the 80s, 70s, 60s. And now that it's winter, it's getting chilly, huh? So it's been way down here. And when it gets down there, maybe we get snow. But today, it's going to be, I just looked at the temperature and it's supposed to be around 54 degrees. So right in between 50 and 60. So probably a good day to go and play a little bit. So I wanted to go through our cards because when we sing our phonics alphabet, we don't get to really do the vowels because the vowels always have at least 2 sounds, remember? Yeah, and I really like the phonics song a lot, but we also need to do these occasionally so that we can remember the vowels and the different sounds that they make. And you know what? C and G, off the top of my head, they are consonants and they have at least 2 sounds too. So let's start. A is for ape and apron. And A says a, like alligator and apple. Ooh, and then bear, B, balloon. And then the bear has a bow tie. C says cat, cake. C says celery, unicycle. Dancing dinosaur, D says duh. Oh, there's another vowel, 2 sounds. E says its own name, eagle and earrings. And E says elephant, egg. Ooh, there's F. F says f. There's a fox with a feather fan. Ooh, how many of G are there? 2. This is the soft G, and this is a giraffe at the gym. And this is a hard G. This is G. There's a goat with a guitar. Oh, there's H. H is for hippo and hat. Can you guys think of an emotion? If I have a big smile on my face, I look happy. That starts with H too. And that hippo, big smile. Hippo looks happy. We've reached another vowel. Look at that. There's an itchy iguana. Ooh, and there's I, and I says its own name. Ivy, iron, I. What letter is this? J, jaguar jumping in the jungle. There's letter K, kite, kangaroo. There's lion licking the what is that? Is that a lollipop? La. There's M. M is for monkey, and what's this? It's a map. Good job. Oh, what letter is this? It's N. Good job. N is for nest and necklace. Here's another vowel. There's O. O says O like ocean. And O says aw like ostrich turning on the light. Oh, here is P. There's a penguin playing the piano. Oh, here is a queen. And that's a quail making a quilt. Oh, here is R. Raccoon. What color is the raccoon wearing? Red. Good job. What about this letter? S. S is for seal. And the seal is singing. S says S. Oh, and here is T. And there is a turtle with a tie eating toast. Wow, that's so fun. And T says ta, ta. Good job. Hey, let's see. Let's see, we'll do some purple. Alright, are you ready to spell with me? See if I can get this all straightened out. Oh, where's the U? We're missing out. Oh, there it is. Purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple's what that spells. Purple grapes on the vine, purple punch is fine. Purple, purple's what that spells. Should we do it twice? Let's do it. All right, let me adjust that a little bit. Purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple's what that spells. Purple grapes on the vine, purple punch is fine. Purple, purple's what that spells. Oh, wonderful. All right, hey, I have a neat book called The Wonders of Nature, and I went inside and looked for different things that start with T. And this one is really neat because it's getting to be spring. Look at that huge picture, isn't that amazing? This is called a tiger lily, and this is what they look like. And I'm curious to know when our bulbs start blooming if you have any of these in your yard. I know I do. So let's read about it a little bit. Some of the world's most impressive flowers are lilies. Their sweet perfume can fill a room. The tiger lily got its name from its orange and black petals, but in Asia there is also a legend that a tiger turned into one. Wow! Lilies disappear in the winter. They spend the cold months as an onion-shaped bulb underground. Each bulb is full of food, which the lily uses to grow when the warm weather returns. In the center of a lily flower, you can see what looks like tiny sausages on a stick. These are dusted in brown pollen, and when an insect touches them, the pollen rubs off and the insect flies away with it. And this is how the pollen spreads from plant to make seeds. And this says, the tiger lily makes mini bulbs at the base of its leaves, which can break off and can grow into new lilies. Oh, that is so cool to know. Well, you tell me if you have any of these at your house. Ooh. So this starts with a T, and it is a musical instrument. So, hold on, don't look. I want to see if you can guess just from the sound. Okay, are you ready? So, this item is an instrument, and it's also a shape. Now, it's not a square, it's not a circle, it's not a heart. Can you think of another shape that is also used as an instrument? Well, tell you what, I'm gonna hold it up for you, and you tell me if you guessed it. Is this what you guessed? And what shape is it? You're right, it's a triangle. Good job. And when you take the little stick, it makes a really neat sound. So this is our little triangle instrument. All right, my friends, I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!